Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is Dr. Tony D from Elev8 Chiropractic in Ames, Iowa, helping people discover their next level. And this video, we are on day 7, the final day of our 7-day gratitude challenge, where we are partaking in some activities to help us elevate the level of gratitude that we have as we head into this Thanksgiving. And once again, that gratitude is important not just because it's a good thing to be grateful. That in and of itself is probably enough. However, there is good research and good anecdotal evidence that says that maintaining an attitude of gratitude is something that can enhance your overall levels of health and well-being. And I see that we have some people that have jumped on our live broadcast and are giving us a wave. So hello, thank you everybody for jumping on board. So like yesterday's activity, and if you have not seen that video or done that activity, it is available here on our page. So you can just jump right on back, check out that video, do that activity, and rejoin us or catch up on the end, whatever. No judgment here on the 7-day gratitude challenge. Hey, Brittany, thanks for jumping on. Like yesterday's, this challenge today, and I will tell you this is going to be the most challenging challenge of the challenges in this challenge. Yep, I just threw challenge. Like, that's a great sentence I just constructed right there. So I'm going to give myself a hand. This is probably the trickiest challenge, and this is all about learning to maintain a balanced perspective and how you can use gratitude to help you maintain a balanced perspective, even in the face of perceived kind of negative things or challenges that you have going on inside of your life. And this is something that I have grown to develop over the years as I have worked with my coach and friend, Jennifer Welsh, who has helped me deeply learn to see and culture and cultivate a more balanced perspective in my life. And you know what? I'm going to give a strong shout out to her here as well, just because I do appreciate her so much. So give her a follow on Facebook. If you look up Your Worth Matters JW, or on Instagram, so basically Your Worth Matters on Instagram. Follow Jennifer Welsh up. Show her some follow love. She drops some very inspirational and great stuff on either of those outlets. So once again, she has helped me so much over the years to be able to cultivate a balanced approach to life. And here's one of those pieces that I can share with you today. So today's challenge, the final challenge, is a challenge I'm going to call Flip the Script. So flip the script. What I want you to do is to think about a negative event that has occurred in your life within the last 6 months. So it could be a small, seemingly insignificant negative event. Maybe you've had some big negative events over your last 6 months. But what I want you to do is to focus right now on a negative event that has occurred in your life in the last 6 months. And while focusing on that negative event, I want you to try and list at least 5 things that you are grateful for or can be grateful for surrounding that event. I can, through the power of the internet, I can see you going, there's no way, this was horrible. This was a terrible thing that happened. There's no way that I can be grateful for that. It might be difficult, but nothing is purely all good and nothing is purely all bad. The truth is, there are areas in there that do create balance, and sometimes we have to mine deep for them, but they are there. So I challenge you, try to list at least 5 things you can be grateful for surrounding that event. Some examples may be things that you learned around having experienced that event. Areas where you grew or developed as a person around that event. Support that you received. I learned who my true friends were because I had this event happen in my life. Or I learned that, you know what, Sue has got my back no matter what happens. That is something to be grateful for around something that you could have perceived as a major negative in your life. It can be better opportunities that came up. So let's say the last 6 months, and you hear these stories often, and it's really easy to see in hindsight, but it's learning to maintain that gratitude in the moment, is to go, look, you lost a job, but it turns to find out that I then got a different job, which is with a company that I love. It's a position that is that I'm better suited for, more passionate about, whatever it is. The perceived negative of I lost my job gets balanced out by the fact that I got this whole other opportunity that I would have never had I not lost that job. And it's something that is way better, and I can be grateful that I lost my job. So once again, try to list at least 5 around that negative event. If this is something that's particularly big, just like with, I sound like a robot on these videos, I know, but just like many of the other activities that we've done previously, if it's harder, you may have to stay in this activity longer until you feel your perspective start to shift. Listing 5 potential areas of gratitude for certain things that may have happened or events may not be enough to help you shift or balance your perspective on it. So like with some of the others, you're going to stay with this a little bit longer until you feel that energy start to shift. This is a really powerful, when you learn and apply this skill, this is an incredibly powerful exercise that can help you start to see the silver lining inside of the dark clouds. And frankly, the research on this is super positive and beneficial as well. And in fact, research shows us that recognizing what you have to be thankful for, even during the worst times of your life, fosters resilience, your ability to bounce back, your ability to continue pressing forward towards your goals, dreams, and wherever your next level may be. So maintain that attitude of gratitude, and let's help flip the script on some perceived negatives that you may have experienced over the last 6 months. So once again, focus on a potential quote-unquote negative that's been in your life within the last 6 months. List at least 5. Stay in this activity until you feel your perspective around the event start to shift. I'm not promising you're going to feel miraculous about whatever happened, because I don't know what you're thinking about it. It might be huge, and you're maybe not going to get to a balanced perspective around it today. But I think if you practice this, you can learn to feel better around some of these situations. So when you have completed today, the final activity, hit us up, comments below with the phrase script flipped. So drop a comment, script flipped, in the comments when you have completed today's activity. I thank everyone so much for checking this out, and thank you so much for all those who have played along with us through all 7 days of this challenge. I sincerely hope that you have gotten benefit from partaking in these activities, and just grateful you're taking the time out of your life to check these out. So along those lines, one, if you're catching us on the end of this challenge, this is the first one of these videos that you have seen, do not hesitate to go back here on the rest of the page. The rest of the videos are here, and you can take part in those activities, focusing on elevating your level of gratitude as Thanksgiving is rapidly approaching as of the shooting of this particular video. So get caught up. I have no judgment here. We're not gonna, you're not gonna lose credit for doing these not on the day that they were scheduled, but I'm just going to be thrilled that you're partaking in the activity. Second, we want to help as many people elevate their level of gratitude as possible. You can help us with that by sharing this video up on your timeline. We would greatly and deeply appreciate that as well. So once again, thanks so much for checking this out. Do the activity, drop script flipped in the comments, share this up, and in addition, be sure, come back tomorrow. We are going to go live around this topic one more time. And tomorrow we are going to focus on how do we take what we've started here over this last week together, and how do we help translate this from beyond a neat challenge that you did for a few days going into Thanksgiving? How do we translate this into things that you can do on a daily basis to cultivate what's known as a gratitude practice in your life, so that basically the habits that we're getting started by having participated with these activities can carry over and become something that becomes a valued part of your self-care, and a valued part of how you, in turn, continue to take your health, your well-being, and your life to the next level. So, once again, Dr. Tony D is here. I'm from Elev8 Chiropractic in Ames, Iowa. We are helping people discover their next level. I hope that you discover your next level of gratitude by partaking in this activity. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Thank you so much. Have a great day.